Oh, hey guys. So, today we're going to be going back to second edition, and I'm going to be doing some long fangs because I've been collecting the metal stuff for ages. I just want to paint it, but I want to copy the art from the book. Well, the best I can anyway, when it wants to zoom in. Fucking hell, look how good they look. But yeah, today, longer fangs. That's what we're going to be doing. Easy. Right, so I don't know, let me know in the comments if you actually want to see the full clean-up process that I go through, but these have been stripped and then you've pretty much got to just mash at them with that metal brush. I did try polishing compound, which kind of works, and you can see the difference. But yeah, let me know if you want me to go more into detail with this. If not, I'll go fuck myself. Obviously at this stage as well, when I'm polishing them, that also, yeah, look, means like filing off the nubs, the arable nubs, and this is what they look like fully assembled. I didn't bother filming that because why would you want to watch me put together models? And those arms are printed, 3D printed, just because I'm not paying like 50 quid for like 3 arms on eBay. It's absolutely fucking mental prices. See, look at that print. But sometimes they are a bit shit, so I've had to like fill them in. But we're going to start off with the old banner. I've actually already put some PVA, but I just saw this online that apparently painting it with PVA it makes a difference. I don't actually know if it does or it doesn't, but I just painted it on just to be safe. Then pretty much to be fair, I've shown this red, but this isn't the red I use. But I'm going to show you anyway because, you know, no one's perfect, so it's good to see the mistakes in it. But yeah, I think this red turned out being like too cold. I think that's the right. Yeah, it was this bit of blue in it, and I was like, nah. So I had to go to the good old Chimera and get the proper red out. But that was a good 2 to 3 coats if you want to use that red, or use any red you want. There you go. And now literally all this was because all of the artwork shows like a slightly, almost looks like it's glazed to a highlight, so I've kind of tried to copy that in certain points but not everywhere. But here this is just gradually adding more orange and then eventually a bit of like, I think there's like a warm yellow to the red, so I can get a good highlight. And I should speed this up in a minute because you just don't want to see me do this forever, do you? Is this sped up? There you go. To be fair, painting those old banners is quite fun, but what's annoying is they give you the page to like scan and you do that and then they're not the right proportions so you just gutted, and then those side bits at the top, the wrap around, they're just too thick compared to the photos, which annoyed me. But I wasn't going to make a bespoke one. I was like, fuck that. So I just went, yeah, I think I just thinned them down a bit, and I probably thinned the bottom and the top bit. Yeah. I mean, you'll see in the end product, it was good enough. Go, we've got a bit lighter now. It's pretty much an orange, isn't it? I think I might have left it at this point actually, because I thought that's light enough. Annoyingly though, I don't think I showed the rest of it. I think I got so into it I just forgot to film. Although all you're missing is the black bit in the middle and the touching up the white, so you're literally not missing anything. God, my desk looks shit, doesn't it? Right, so this stage, I thought this was easy to do because I made my own ratio out of the basic scale 75 set because I just wanted to use basic colours. I come up with a really good Space Wolf colour that I was happy with, that kind of matched, but since doing these I've painted some blood claws and they're just a little bit darker, and I don't know why, because it did exactly the same ratio and it just went, nah, fuck off, darker. So, but actually if you look in the book, if you have the second edition book, they're all just painted by different people. Well, they must be, because they're just different colours, or not different colours, slightly different shades of the Space Wolf Grey. So I'm just going to pretend I'm copying them exactly and doing it different as well. But yeah, this was like 14, I think it's 14 parts white, 2 parts blue, 1 part black, something mad like that. But yeah, that was like 3 coats to do that, and then for the highlight I just added white to that previous mix. And then we're just going for the old school sort of edge highlighting shiz. And there you go. I think I added one more highlight, but what I didn't show was I actually got Space Wolves, yeah look, I'm pointing at it now, Space Wolves grey contrast, and I just lined it in pretty much, which had a decent effect. To be fair, I was quite happy with that. I would probably line it in before you highlight though, because then if you go over you can almost correct with the highlight, or just do what you want. And there you go. I think I'm going to show it in more detail in this heavy bolter lad, which by the way, shoulder mounted beddy halters, shoulder mounted heavy bolters are definitely the best. But yeah, look, there you go. I was quite happy with how crisp that was. Not that much tidying up I had to do, which is quite good. There you go, there's the lining in, you can see a bit better there. Right, so the next bit is blacking out, which is nearly as tedious as doing the base colour, I think, especially over white, because like black over white obviously just goes nah, and then white over black goes nah. And obviously I did the long fang pack marking as well at this point. I think I've got 2 coats of black I had to do, so it wasn't actually that bad. I think I'm moaning for no reason. I don't know why I did that actually. Did the gun? Yeah, that's nothing. I was definitely not drilling the gun barrels on any of these, because what if I want to sell them? I don't want them to be ruined. And then obviously this bit is quite crucial, I think. I had to touch up all the white. That's white is in anywhere where any colours go in, and also at this point touching up the pack markings as well. I've also realised the tiny brushes are just shit. If you have a massive brush with a better point, that's just miles better than just little tiny brushes, because they just dry up every time, especially in this heat. Here we go, doing the yellow bits, because these are all, I'm basically just, like I said, I'm copying the box art, so they're going to be Ragnar's, great company. Then I'll have a manky Ragnar to paint later on as well. So obviously the white is pretty crucial for the yellow to actually go on and not look shite. Also, I don't think I showed it. I think I used Imperial Fist. I used that to line in for the yellow bits, and then I probably highlighted it with just adding a bit of white. No exact ratios or colours, I was just literally winging it. And the black actually there, you can see I highlighted it by just putting blue. Literally just a bit of blue, and then making a thinner highlight with a bit more blue in the mix. It's that simple. Again, paint ratios, pointless, because you could just want it slightly different. And you'd be like, hey man, you gave me the fucking wrong ratio. You put her in charge. Yeah. So at this point I was just like, I better do the base, because I've done all this work, and then I don't want to like go too far and then be like, oh fuck, I've got to do the base, and then I fuck up all my work. So I was like, shit, I'll quickly go in, do the classic Goblin Green base, although this isn't classic Goblin Green because they don't do it, it's Slimer Green. But I was like, that'll do, because as soon as I highlight it yellow, it'll just look like it did in the 90s. So I was like, yeah, fuck it. Now it's like, no, actually, that was like 3 or 4 fucking coats that was for that fucking green. So this is good old Chimera red for all the red bits, although I don't know why. Oh no, I do know why, because wet blending on the video would have just been boring. It would have just taken me fucking ages. And then people just be watching the video going, brilliant, I'm watching in wet blend. But that's how I got the, you'll see it later, how I got the red gradient to black. But yeah, at this point I didn't really shade the red because I was like, I don't really need to, because I was gonna do an old classic black line method to separate different colours anyway, so I was just like, yeah, that'll do. The red will get highlight, it can have a black shadow, that's fine. Oh, thought I'd treat you all to a bit of a freehanding, I think. So this is on the box art, the rocket launcher's got like flames on it, so I was like, alright, I'll do flames. And this is how, I think it's in a book ages ago, that's how you do flames. You just draw S's and Y's, or an S and a U with a line going down it, I guess. And you just join them all up, fatten them out if you want. And then you got key flames. But yeah, I thought it'd be quite helpful if I left that in. Although that shot's not helpful because you can just see fingernails. There you go. So you sorted my shit out here. And there you go, just literally join them like that. Easy. Obviously, if you want like elaborate, realistic flames, probably don't do it this way. But for a fancy bit of decoration, it's all good. I've noticed as well on the missiles, there's like little symbols which are hand painted, but I just tried to copy the box art. I don't know why I didn't film that actually, because that was in the black section. You get the gist. There we go. Now I'm highlighting the red. Probably the lenses and the parallax. Yeah, there you go. And that's just like pretty much pretty much adding orange to the red. And then now we're just picking up the metal. Usually doing this would just annoy me, but I don't know, recently picking out studs on armour I really like, because no one seems to do it, especially like Heresy. Like people just don't paint the studs. I get it, it's annoying, why would you want to paint studs, but it is weirdly fun. I didn't go too mad on the metallics as well, because they don't, I think they just let the metallics do all the work in the old art, because there's not really that much done into it. So I just did a light silver and then used the black inks when I was black lining, as you can see here, and that was pretty much enough. I was like, yeah, there you go. Which I do think it works on second edition style painting, because the colours are so bold. When you've got like basic metallics, like people don't care. Well, I don't care. If everyone else is like, oh shit now, I'll probably just be like, oh yeah, I don't care though. That's how I want to paint. That should be how everyone paints actually. Just do what you want. See, look, fun. Although I have gone against what I said, I'm using a little brush there, but that's because I heard inks fuck your brushes up and metallic paints do, so I just use the little ones because I'm like, yeah, they're the worst. I think that was the extent of the shading I did, was a soft shade like a glaze down, followed with a line in. I was like, yeah, that'll do. Obviously, mentioning the blood claws, I didn't film them because I was like, no, that's for me. I'm just painting them for me. But if you're interested in seeing me do any more or any specific like second edition stuff, I mean, I will put stuff out whether you like it or not. But yeah, if there's anything specific you're like, no, definitely want to see that, obviously accept blood claws because I've done them. I'm not painting one up again. And there you go, look, there's a bit of black lining love. See, look, it just helps, especially on the eyes. That's the other thing, when I glaze, I've tried to like ignore the edges, so there's basically a highlight, and this is just the golds. I'm pretty sure I'm probably setting up all the golds and anything else that would benefit from a burnt sienna wash now, but you'll see I do kind of regret using that wash on certain areas. Oh, actually, if you ever paint like this though, make sure your paint holder's actually good enough to hold it upside down, because I dropped them fucking loads and it's so annoying because paint just chips off. Yeah, see, look, there's the banner, they're all done. But now we're doing the weird furry bits that Space Rules always have. Which I don't hate, but they're just a bit annoying to do sometimes. And obviously working from that very dark brown to a brown to like a light brown to then like a tan, which is good because then when we get to like the brown bit we can do all the leather bits as well. Yeah, there you go, just like that. So I think at this stage we're at a sort of a creamy brown. So I think I'm probably going to use it to base coat the teeth as well. Yeah? Or not? Yeah, no. No, maybe not. I thought I was pointing at the teeth. I wasn't pointing at the teeth. But look look at that. Well, you'll see it better later, but look at that blend. Look at that blend on the axe. Fucking hell. And I've just included this guy when we go up to like the more bony colour, just because he's been left out. Yeah, let's see, I've done the skulls and shit as well. Probably did his hair, because it's supposed to be, I think it's blonde. Yeah, there you go. And now I'm just dry brushing them with like the last colour I used. I should have left it at this point, because when I washed it, it just changed it. It was mad. And I was gutted, but I was like, I'm not painting it again. I was like, fuck off. Have it. Yeah, that's my fucking shitty manky brush. Yeah, look. On the golds, really, really good, but it just completely changed those fur tuft things. Like, to be fair, if I watered it down, it would have been fine, but I was just like, I'll do the whole area. Obviously I paid the price, but not enough for me to bin any of the models. I'm still keeping them. I'm still happy with them. To be fair, I could have just wiped it off at this point, but I just didn't. I just went, yeah. I think that's me trying to water that down actually. Right, here's the flesh. The flesh. This was basic as well. This was just any flesh colour, keep adding white to it for a highlight. Because I was like, they don't go that mad in the artwork, so I ain't doing it. And this sculpt was weird, like his head looked like it was actually hair. I kept getting confused. It's like, is this hair or what? But they've painted it skin colour, so I was like, I'll paint it skin colour then. See, my light exposure here is a little bit shit, which is why I don't know why it's gone so mad. I think it's probably because I was holding it right up to the light, or I probably needed it. Oh, here we go. So I can't remember who I saw who I saw do this, but it was the best idea. But when you do the skin, just do the eyes straight away and then wash the skin. And I don't know, I can't say how to do eyes, because sometimes I can do them, sometimes I can't. It's just hit and miss. Like one day I'll try and do it and it'll work, and another day I'll do it and I'll just fuck it up, or I'll give them like boss eyes and they'll be like, ugh. Yeah, look, yeah, baby. Fucking hell, what am I doing? This is mad. Oh, there you go. So what is he doing? Oh, it's the skinny highlights. Like I said, just any flesh colour, bit of white, fine. Right, this is doing all the gem stuff. Like fucking dot in the corner everyone does. I mean, it does really work, but it's just annoying to do. And these transfers, by the way, fucking annoying. Don't know why they were more annoying to put on these old models. Yeah, I think because I did that one in one, I was just like, I'm gonna do them all. I was like, I can't, because I'll fuck it up otherwise. So I've got to just power through and do everyone. It worked though. The thing they never tell you though, when they do that, they never tell you that your brush is just gonna, the paint's just gonna dry. And that's always really annoying. So you're like, what have I done wrong? You just jab in the eye like a floppy cock. And there you go, finished product. I don't know why these photos have come out dark, so don't critique me, I will get better. Right, but look at that axe. That makes you happy, doesn't it? And look at Goofy, man, he's loving it. And his face, yeah. Last Cannon Boy. Didn't do him up on him because I was like, nah, nothing special about him. Missile launcher main. Missile launcher main. Look at all that fucking free act. And then this Chad with his foot on a rock. And I zoomed in on his knee, so I was pretty happy with that. But there you go. If you fucking like it, then fucking subscribe.